Hi, this is Jaded Silk. We are working on the skills we need to make a knitted sushi. I have shown you how to cast on, how to knit, how to turn your rows, and now how to purl and turn your rows. What we're going to go over this time is I want to teach you how to alternate between a knit stitch and a purl stitch and how to knit two together. So we're going to alternate. We're going to do a row of knit and purl, and then I will show you how to knit two together. I'm going to start with a knit stitch. My little cast on yarn over here that's attached to my skein. We're going to do a knit stitch just like we learned how to do previously. There's a knit stitch. Now if you look, this thread is behind, but if we purl, we need it to be in the front. So what you're going to do is, now you're going to do a purl stitch, so you need to bring that thread forward. Alright, and so now we're going to come in here and we're going to do a purl stitch where we come over the top and then we go back and then we slip it off. Now our next stitch is going to be a knit stitch, so we don't need this in front, we need it behind, and what we're going to do is pass it behind. Alright, so now we're going to do our knit stitch, and we've done our knit stitch. And again, if you're going to purl, well, whoops, we need that in front, so we're going to bring it between the needles and purl. Purl, just like that. And again, you're going to switch to the back for a knit stitch. Knit, there's your knit, and switch forward, and we're going to do our last purl. So it really is that straightforward. You know, if you do two knits together, you keep it in the front for both knit stitches. If you pass it to the back for the purl, you know, whatever you need to do. And you can see it gives you a little pattern here where you have under, over, and that's how that looks when we alternate knit and purl. When you do rows together, you make striping. So if you do two knits and two purls, you're going to have an interesting pattern down the front, and you can use that to make ribbing. You just have to, later on when you learn about pattern work, you'll know that you have to do something different on the back side of the work to keep it ribbed on both sides. But anyway, we've done that. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to knit two together. It is completely as straightforward as you think it is. You bring your second needle, you're under here the second stitch, you bring your needle under both of them. You can see I'm passing under both of them. And I'm going to come behind just like I'm going to knit. And I'm going to bring my tail around just like I'm going to knit. And then keep a little extra tension on it when you pull it forward, because otherwise it's going to try and escape. You've got both of those loops here on one knit stitch, and we slide them off. And again, both of those together, behind, and knit. And both of them together, grunt, grunt, snort, and over, and you knit. And you're done. You've knit. And that's a decrease. I mean, that is two together like that is a decrease. It's always going to be a decrease, and you're going to see, look how it's gotten smaller here at the top. And this is again how you would make different shapes. You can increase and decrease. I'm just showing you how to decrease today. Purling two together, we're only going to get to do this once. Is exactly the same. You're just going to come in under these two like this, just like you're purling, only you're using two stitches. Bring it across, pull it a little tight so it doesn't escape, drop back in through, look, it comes up on the other side, you got both your stitches right here, and we go zoop and off the needle. We'll do one last purl stitch. And that is how you do that. And look, we've made a nice little purse shape right here. This would be a little doll purse if we wanted it to be. Anyway, the next step is to learn how to cast off. I'm just going to show you a standard cast off in the next video, and that will be the end of the basic steps you need to make a sushi, and then we'll hop right into making sushi.